Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Well, good Erev Shabbos, everyone, and Chag Sameach. Today is Yom Yerushalayim, celebrating 59 years since the reunification of Yerushalayim Yer HaKodesh. Hope everyone is celebrating accordingly. We certainly are here, as difficult as it is here in Chutz La'aretz, but we do so nonetheless. We always identify with what is happening in Israel, and that note, we ask everyone to please continue davening for Chaylei Tzva Haganah Yisrael, for Shlem L'chol P'tzuei Yisrael, safety of our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael. And we learn each daily Nishmat Saran Daniel Shimon ben Arav Derol L'Shol Yishem K'mdamo. So here on this Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Bamidbar, Shabbos Mevarchim, as we head into Rosh Chodesh and Shlosh Yimei Hagbala and Chag HaShavuos Haboleinu L'Tova, we begin a new chapter of Tefillat Ma'ariv. Kriya Shema B'Chosah. Mitzvah mehatorah lekro Kriya Shema b'layla v'boker. There's a Torah obligation to say Kriya Shema in the morning and night. I should really say correctly, in the night and the morning. Shenemar b'Parshas Shema u'Parshas V'hayim Shema, because it says in both of the first two parshas of Shema, b'shach becha uvkumecha, which means when you lie down and when you wake up. V'chem mitzvah lizkor es yitzias Mitzrayim b'yom v'layla, and also there is a mitzvah to remember the Exodus in the daytime and the nighttime. Shenemar, because the pasuk in Devarim says, Lama'an tizkor es yom tzeisecha me'eretz Mitzrayim kol yimei chayecha. As long as you shall remember your day of leaving Egypt, all the days of your life. What does it mean, all the days? It's the Mishnah and Brachos and Daf Yod Beis that we have to remember the Exodus in the daytime and in the nighttime. And therefore we say the third chapter of Shema, of Vayomer, because in the end we mention the Exodus. However, the main part of that third paragraph, as we know, as we discussed many moons ago, deals with the parsha of tzitzis, but that's a daytime mitzvah. And we could have probably picked a different paragraph to recite at night to remember the Exodus. But since everyone is used to saying Vayomer, it flows from our mouths. So therefore, we say it at nighttime as well for remembering the Exodus, even though it has the parsha of tzitzis. And some people even have the tendency, if you have your tzitzis, to kiss the tzitzis. Again, we don't do that at Ma'ariv because Ma'ariv is not the time for tzitzis. And also together, as we've discussed previously, that the words of Shema are 248. And that's with the Parsha Vayomer. And by saying all three of them, we have an acceptance of the yoke of heaven in completion. And we saw that earlier in chapter 15, many months ago, probably even more than a year ago. You can scroll back. This is episode, by the way, in Tefillah 221. So in one of those 221 lessons, which are all categorized online, you could find it. We have the laws of Kriya Shema as we saw in chapter 15. Chazal added and instituted, and this is the Anshe Knesses Agdol, the men of the Great Assembly, that we should say two blessings before Kriya Shema and two afterwards. Harishona Ma'ariv Aravim, v'hi bracha shevach al chilufi hazmanim. The first bracha in Ma'ariv is Ma'ariv Aravim, which is a bracha of praise on the changing of the times. V'hi makbila lebrachas yotzer or shebeshachris. And this corresponds to the bracha of Yotzer Or that we say in Shachris. Hashni Avas Olam, v'hi shevach hoda al Avas Hashem l'Yisrael v'al Torah. The second bracha, Avas Olam, is praise and thanksgiving that Hashem loves the Jewish people and giving the Torah. Hashlishis emes ve'emunah, and then after Shema we have the third bracha of emes ve'emunah, v'yishevach al hoda al hagula, which is thanks and praise for the redemption. V'haravias hashkivenu. And the fourth bracha is Hashkivenu, ba anu mevakshim Hashem sheishmor leinu b'layla uvashena. There we request of God that He should protect us and watch over us at night and while we sleep. Nimsa shebrachas Kriya Shema hein sheva. Therefore, the blessings of Kriya Shema are 7. Shalosh b'shachris v'arba b'avros. We have 3 in Shachris. We have 4 in Ma'ariv. V'amr b'Yerushalmi sheniskenu al shem hapasuk sheva b'yom hilal tichan. As we recited earlier as well, that Chazal tell us, it's the Yerushalmi in Brachos in the first chapter of the Jerusalem Talmud Halacha Hey, that based on the pasuk in Tehillim on Kuf Yotes, Sheva Bayom, so 7 times I will praise you, that is the 7 brachos that we have on Kriya Shema. So really exciting stuff, and wishing everybody a peaceful and restful Shabbos ahead. Please continue davening for Chali Tzvah Gnei Yisrael, for Shalom B'chol Tzvah Yisrael. Save your brothers and sisters in Israel. Nishmat Peninei, Shem Arav, Shalom Damo. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Look forward to joining you next week. Again, Shabbat Shalom Barach. See you then.